All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like the Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. And this is going to be another video to the spirit. And basically, for this one, there's a lot of topics to be pulled from this whole debacle with so-called what's this guy's name, James Brown and whatnot. These guys who come up and scoff us, come against these guys like vocab. All right, one of the concept I want to deal with this video is the fact that these people, they always try to divide the Bible and reality, real life history, shit that goes on. They try to explain the Bible in a way as if it's some separate mystical book. You get to open it up, you get to sing Jesus, everyone dies and goes to heaven. No, all right. You mean to tell me, because they're trying to prove to us we're not the Israelites. What explains the great enmity that so-called white people and black people have? When you look out throughout history, you mean to tell me these two groups of people feuding and going back and forth, the Bible's not going to cover that? The great war that's about to take place, as titled World War III, the Bible's not going to cover that. When we go into these prophecies, they start looking at us like we're speaking gibberish, because they look at a Bible as if it's a mythical book where Jesus showed up, he sung, and then he left, and that's it. They don't actually take the Bible and apply it to the actual world that we live in, which show you that they're what? They're not the prophets, all right? This is your brother Malak from GMS Detroit, and we gonna get it rolling, So you mean to tell me the slavery of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans happened, and that wasn't going to be mentioned in the Bible? One of the most prolific events in world human history as we know it. Just the Heavenly Father forgot to mention it. The Heavenly Father forgot to mention the world wars. He forgot to mention the fact that, the world would be ruled over by an individual who was poisoning everybody. That's not going to, come on, man. What? The way that these people explain the Bible, it doesn't make sense with what's going on with the world, all right? At all. So this is Amos 3:7. It says, "Surely Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets." All right, and knowing the time that we live in lets you, those are some of the secrets, all right? In which, matter of fact, what's that? Second Esdras. These people, I'm trying to word it the best way I can. They don't look at the Bible and put it together with the world. They look at the Bible as a separate entity outside of what they understand to be life. They don't tie in the Bible with world history. They don't tie in the Bible with everything that's going on now. Animals dying off, rampant sexual misconduct, wicked being in world. They don't tie all these things in. All right, and these are many of the signs that let us know. All right, 2 Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we should be able to see the signs from, looking around on the planet, looking at history, looking at events that have occurred, and then look back in the Bible to let us know how close we are to the second coming of the Messiah. Does vocab, do they even acknowledge that the Messiah is going to come back and wipe out a lot of people that are on the planet? What book are y'all reading out of? So if we're not the Israelites, the events that happen to our people, they're not recorded happening to those Amalekites that are in our land. They're not recorded being put into slavery and sent across the planet. They're not recorded in losing their heritage, and it being taken, their land being taken, them being pushed out. All those things happen to our people. We fit those prophecies. But like I'm saying, they look at this book as a whole separate realm. And so they're looking at the book completely wrong. All right. Matter of fact, verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Exactly. The Heavenly Father didn't forget nothing, or there's nothing down there he's not seeing. All right. You mean to tell me that racism existed and the Heavenly Father wasn't going to make sure we knew about in the scriptures? All right. Polluted food existed. Our women being out of order. You know, all these things, all these issues that are going on in the world, and the Heavenly Father just wasn't going to say nothing. A whole group of people went into slavery. The Heavenly Father just wasn't going to say nothing about it. Got shipped across. The Latinos and Native Americans got slaughtered and butchered. The Heavenly Father wasn't going to say nothing about it. You know, I hope y'all understand my sentiment. You know, there's a whole plethora of scriptures, you know, just all the events that have happened throughout world history. Matter of fact, that's what you go to Daniel, what is that, 4? That's why Nebuchadnezzar had to get dethroned. 4 and... let me see. Yeah, we'll just get it right here. Daniel 4 and 17, it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. All right. The Heavenly Father said that he is controlling all, and that eventually he would set up the basis of mankind over it. Look into the world and who is ruling the world. Did these verses not apply to y'all? You Christians, y'all just, anything that has anything to do with prophecy, they just throw it out of the window. Are we the only people that acknowledge prophecy? And you know, obviously it's looking like a yes. But it's like, goddamn, all these prophecies that were prophesied to come. Uproars of the people, wars and rumors of war. It tells you in Luke the Israelites was going to get displaced out of their land. The heathen was going to move in. All right, the time of the Gentiles. All right. Oh my gosh, y'all! Just think of every prophecy that you can think of. Like literally, y'all. All those words that the Heavenly Father, he didn't speak them in vain. All right, let me get that in Isaiah. Because one thing, you know, I'm hearing these different points from the debate, and I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, the thing that hit me centrally is that these people, they don't look at the world as we live in it and the Bible as one whole. All right, for instance, a guy, he's making the argument, oh, ancient Babylon, you know, it already went down. Where? There's only one major event in history that we currently have where fire literally came down out of the heavens and burnt an entire region up to where humans no longer live there. What place is that? That's Sodom and Gomorrah. That hasn't happened nowhere else. All right. Even in the place in Japan where they dropped those atomic bombs in World War II, those, you know, the Japanese, they back living over there. Nobody's living in Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, people are still living in the ancient land of Babylon, Iraq. Babylon that is meant to fall by fire is a future prophecy of America. It doesn't line up anywhere else in history, but they, like I said, yo, they look at it. Oh no, it already happened. It didn't happen. We can't. If we can go stand in Iraq right now, homie, and live there if we felt like it. You can't go live in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. There's still sulfur there. You can't grow no crop there. All right. Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. All right. This is the thing with these Christians. They believe that the words of the Heavenly Father are void. He said that he was going to destroy Babylon. Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, don't worry. It already happened. Where? The Edomites are going to be destroyed. Right, according to prophecy. We tell them, okay, we'll pull it up when it happened. Oh, it already. Where? It hasn't happened yet. These words still have to happen. They're trying to make the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai of none effect, because when these prophecies kick in, that means we get the kingdom and they lose theirs and they're scared shitless. That's why they're trying to just hush up. They trying to hush up prophecy. All right. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. These prophecies will prosper. The Heavenly Father said that, you go to Isaiah 3, it said that there would be these people would declare their sin as sodomy. We're seeing that happen. It said that children would be disobedient to their parents. We're seeing that happen. For 2 Timothy, it says people will be lovers of themselves. We're seeing that happen, especially by way of what? Social media. None of these prophecies are going to fail. Or, matter of fact, Isaiah 34, Salakia. This is just one of the, because there's many things he said in here, that videos could be done about it. But the main thing that I noticed with these debates and whatnot, these conversations, these people try to separate the Bible and the modern world that we live in, because they don't want the prophecies of the Bible to affect the world that we live in, because that means that their version of America and life has to come to a close. All right. Are we not still waiting on that final kingdom to come? Is this the kingdom of heaven? That's the question to ask these motherfuckers. Are y'all content with what we have right now? Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. These prophecies will not fail. The true Israelites will get the land back when the Messiah returns. Okay, Isaiah the 3rd chapter lets you know that the Israelite women right now, they're not able to grow their hair. Who fulfills that prophecy? Those Amalekite women are our Israelite, so-called Negro women. We fulfill these prophecies. Then none of them fail. If the curses happen, what does that mean? The blessings is going to happen. All right, you're not going to disannul the prophecy by getting up and doing your weak sauce live streams. All right. Matter of fact, also in Isaiah, in the 30th some verses, Isaiah no, it's 14. Slakia, Isaiah 14. These people are trying to disannul the word of the Lord because they don't want us to get our kingdom, y'all. Hey, and we get it. They scary, but oh well, be scared. All right, Isaiah 14:27. For the Lord of hosts, for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Nobody. All right. What does it say in Genesis 25, dealing with the birth of Jacob and Esau? It says that one nation shall be stronger than the other nation. All right, you go back to Genesis the 3rd chapter, it says that there would be enmity between the seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman. Those prophecies were not thrown out. Look up in the world. What two major nationalities of people have been going at each other neck to neck throughout history? This is that gritty, grimy, that nitty gritty they don't like dealing with, because it exposes the truth of the world that they don't want to deal with. They want to live in mystical, la-la, Christian Bible land. They don't want to read and get into realistic Bible land. All right. You got to eat the whole roll. These people don't want to eat the whole roll. They accuse us of cherry picking. Oh, you motherfuckers are cherry picking. All right. Who is going to disannul the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? Who is going to make these prophecies stop? Nobody. These prophecies are occurring, and they are not separate from our plane of existence. We live in them. We have to see them. We're alive to deal with them, and they've happened, and you can't run away from it, nor can you ignore it. All right, let me do this real quick. This is not going to be a long. It's really a little bit of a rant, but this is just something that I noticed with these Christians. That's why the elder apostle he always says it. When you want to stump them, you go into prophecy, y'all. And I've seen it at camp live. When you start dropping prophecy on these mother effers, they get quiet because they don't deal with prophecy. Because there are prophecies that still have to get fulfilled. And for those prophecies to get fulfilled, that means their kingdom falls and our kingdom rises. And they don't want no parts of that. They still want to wake up and go to what's that weak ass restaurant that bitches love? They want to go to Cheesecake Factory on a Saturday evening. They want to go to Six. These motherfuckers ain't trying to wake. They don't want to deal with the kingdom of heaven coming and the return of the Messiah. 2 Esdras 6 and 9. All right, were these words right here in vain? 2 Esdras 6. I'm gonna start at verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. Did the Heavenly Father throw this prophecy out? The fact that Esau would lead the world to its end, and Jacob, which is the Israelites, would lead the world to its new beginning. What time of existence are we in? Are we in the kingdom right now? No. So what does that mean? Esau is ruling, plain and simple. But they don't like dealing with this type of stuff. They don't like dealing with the prophecies. They love to make their stupid little crackhead arguments. All right? They don't want to deal with prophecies. Prophecy scares everybody shitless, and that's fine. You know, so that's about it. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the like Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.